I didn't want to be a rock star. I didn't want to be a movie star. I want to be a health-based culinary expert, a cook star, and so can you. Hi, I'm Remmi of Cook Time with Remmi, and welcome to Chef Club Box Fresh. Today, we're gonna make Rockin' Yum Yums with a cabbage and apple slaw with a lime vinaigrette. So let's take a look at all of our ingredients. We have, of course, all of our major produce, our bell peppers, carrots, and onion. We have our buns, which are very necessary, you need a vehicle. Then we have our meat. We have our cabbage and apple for our cabbage and apple slaw. Our little bag full of spices and oils or vinegars. And then our tomato paste. So it's very important to prep all of your ingredients before you start cooking. So that's what I'm going to do now. You should do the same, and we'll be back in a second. Step 1. The first thing we're going to do is saute our vegetables. So we have some olive oil in the pan. It's at medium-high heat. We have carrots, celery, onions, garlic, and some bell pepper. And fun fact, ooh, I love that noise. Fun fact, red bell pepper actually has twice as much vitamin C as an orange. So in case, like in the morning, you're not feeling like drinking some orange juice, just eat a bell pepper instead. You get lots of vitamin C from that. And as you can see, our vegetables add such beautiful colors. There's so many colors, and it's going to look amazing in the end. So we're going to turn this up a little bit. There we go. And you just want to saute these until they're mostly tender. What we're really concerned about are the carrots, because those are a little bit harder, so they're going to take a little bit longer to cook. Yum, 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 yum. Another fun fact, there's also a restaurant that is centered around the theme of garlic in everything they do, which includes garlic-flavored ice cream. Now, personally, I think I would try that. But the question is, how good would it really be? So these vegetables look tender, smell amazing. We're going to go ahead and go to step 2. So we're going to add the rest of our ingredients, which includes our beef. Get that out in there. I'm going to break them down a little bit. And make sure we get all brown. You might let them sit a little bit. Scrape off the sides like that. So now all of our meat is brown and we have our grease drained. So we're going to go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. We have a mixture of chili powder and cumin. Both are very, oh, if I can get the bag open. Both are very strong spices, which are going to add nice flavor, especially to these heartier vegetables. There we go. Smells good just pouring it out. Then we have some brown sugar. A little bit of sweetness never hurt anyone. And then we're going to add some Worcestershire sauce and apple cider vinegar. Our tomato sauce. It's going to get a nice liquidy foundation for this guy. And then we're going to add our tomato paste. Just add a couple of tablespoons there. Nice dollop. And we're going to go ahead and add some water. You don't want to add too much water right now, just add a little bit. And then as you go on and you see it might get a little bit thicker, then you can start adding some more water. So you're going to incorporate this well. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, the spices and the sugar, unbelievable. So right now it's getting pretty liquidy, so we're going to go ahead and let this guy simmer. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and add, of course, our salt. And our pepper. Pepper. There we go. So good. So we're going to stir this up. And then just let it simmer for a little bit so we can get thicker and until all your vegetables are fully tender. Step 3. Now we're going to prepare our cabbage and apple slaw with lime vinaigrette. So the first thing you can do is prepare all your ingredients, cut them all up, you're all good. Next, we're going to add our cabbage with our apples. Go ahead and pop those guys in there. The apples, they add a really nice crunchy, sweet texture, which works well with the cabbage's just crunchy texture. And then we'll go ahead and add our jalapeno here. Depending on how much you like, you can add a lot or a little. I personally love spice, so I'm going to add all of it in there. We're going to add our cilantro, nice refreshing flavor, which is very important in a slaw. Our green onion, some bite to it, along with the jalapeno. And then some salt. And some pepper. And you're gonna mix this up. Just give it a good toss like this. Make sure everything's incorporated well. It helps, if, as you can see, if you move your bowl around also while tossing. And now to make our lime vinaigrette. So we have some oil here. We're gonna go ahead and get our lime juice and just add it in there with all of that, because of course it's a lime vinaigrette and a strong flavor. And we're gonna get some honey. The honey is going to complement the lime citrus with a little sweet. So just scrape it all in there. Just get a lot. Make sure you get everything. Ooh, even get it in the sides, because that can happen. And then you're gonna stir it really well to make sure your honey gets well incorporated. Oh, it gets a little messy. That's okay. A lot of vinaigrette here. So then we're gonna go ahead and pour this onto our slaw like this. Good amount on there, and then we're going to go ahead and toss it. And then the great thing about this is that you can always add more vinaigrette depending on how it looks whenever you toss it. So right now, I think it needs a little bit more, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more. But the key is here to add little increments at first and then slowly add on, because if you add too much, you can't really take it back. But if you add too little, you can just keep on adding until you get the right amount. So I'm just going to keep spinning and tossing. Ooh, it looks nice and glossy. It means the vinaigrette has coated it well. So we're going to stop. And we're going to go ahead and add our parsley just for a nice fresh garnish. And there you have your cabbage and apple slaw with lime vinaigrette. Step 4, you toast your buns. So what you can do is you can go onto your skillet, add a little bit of oil on there, medium-high heat, set your buns down until they get nice and crispy. Or if you have a gas stove like I do, you can just turn the gas on, put your buns, get them a little crispy right there. Or if you just want them warm, you can put them in the microwave for a little bit. It all works. So now, step 5, plating. I'm going to go find a top and bottom half. There we go. I don't like that. I like this guy better. We're going to go ahead and get our yummy filling here. Oh, it smells so good. We're going to, just the thing about this, these are also known as a sloppy joes. So you can just sort of get some and plop it on like that. It's okay if it runs over. That means it's just like that times more delicious. And then I'm just going to cover it up like that. And then we have to add our slaw, of course. Since it's a bit of a heavier entree, our slaw is very nice and light. So we can get a good little scoop here. And there you have it, your Rockin' Yum Yums with your cabbage and apple slaw with a lime vinaigrette. And now it is time for a taste test. So, these are known as sloppy joes, but I am wearing my good chef coat because all my other ones are dirty. So I'm going to use a fork. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to the bottom half of this guy, carve off a little section for myself. Let's get some of that filling. Oh my goodness, that is so good. The sugar just complements it just barely. You can taste a little hint of sweetness, but then the overall tomato-ness adds like a velvety feeling in your mouth, and it just brings everything together so well. And then you get like little bits of crunchy from the carrot and the celery. Overall, it just works so well together. And now for the slaw. Get a little bit of this. That is just what you need with this kind of dish. It's light, it's crunchy, sweet. It's overall a wonderful pairing. Well, I know I loved this meal, and I hope you do too. I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, we need to get our ingredients out. Silly me. Okay. I got honey on my hands. Not now on my face.